This thing on? What's the deal? What's the deal, gang? How's everybody doing? Let it fill up. I was gonna be here like 10 minutes ago, but then like I'm kind of printing side by side, and then we started having this bullish move last minute. I think there's some range to come up here, but it really needs to pull back. I would have preferred really maybe a doji candle, weaker bullish candle, something with a top wick. So really, yeah, really not much on this closure here. Anybody take the positions I posted in the clubhouse? That was a good ass moon pie. Just had me a moon pie. Better than I deserve. We all deserve better. Well, we all should feel like we deserve better, and it should motivate you to do better. You can't just deserve to do better. You gotta do something about it. You in cells? Congrats. You in a position? No, we had positions before stream that I called out in the clubhouse. We closed 17. I closed half at 17, and my runner hit B. What's your average RR? Negative. That's a negative. Yep. Negative Ghost Rider. Wagwan. What y'all say, Justice? Rating Irie. Oh, it's our song. It's our jam. Boop, boop, boop. Get wild. Take your shirt off. Twist it around like a helicopter. Ooh, put it back on that one, huh? Brought it back on that one. All right, turn up. Let's do it. we're gonna get to analyze these charts. Don't worry. Be patient. La patience. Right, Mr. Harris? La patience. So, look at the chart, and what do you see? Candles. Alright, yeah. Don't get your panties up in a bunch, alright? You'll be... Give me a second. The breakdown. It's less than 200 people on here. I do a breakdown right now, and then like 7 minutes from now, it's gonna be like, hey, can you do a breakdown? What are you thinking? Are you bullish? I typically like seeing like 300 on here, but I think we'll start it. We will start it. What's the rush? FOMO. Well, it is a short session, but there's just nothing going on right now specifically. But let's do a little breakdown. Break it down. So, close bullish on the daily, right? We're expecting to come up on the daily, but we've already created a top wick, right? So we had our positions actually earlier. The positions we had before the stream was off the daily open, expecting the daily to make a top wick, whether it's going to come down or up. So I took a buy off the daily open at like 6:15 and made a top wick, and that was our position. But we're expecting it to come up and fill these wicks still, right? The key thing is it already it made a bottom wick and then came up here, created this top wick and rejected already, right? So there's a chance to go both ways here, right? Gold be swinging, but the tell here is going to be on the smaller time frame. 4-hour close bullish. This 4 hours bullish at the moment too. We have a nice hourly level. I think we're gonna be better off here. Hold on. Okay. All right, we got a nice level of interest, 2186,896. That I think if we start, what I want to see is us tap this level before we start the drive down, right? We can start the drive down now, but in order to see that drive down, we're going to need to start closing bearish below the range, get a top wick. If we can come up here, close above 2186.89, and then come back down, close below it, and get a fake out, same way you've had the 5 do it here, but I don't care what time frame we do it on, right? Okay, like in this area, when you had the, sorry, where's the 5 minutes? See it faked out, close back in range. I think we can drive down. What you might also see, because it's a strong area of resistance on the higher time frame, you might see us start driving up to this area. Right, you might see something like this, and as you're coming up here, you might just wick off this area and come back down, right? I don't know if it's going to wick off this area and flip bearish, right? I don't know if it's gonna flip bearish, come back down, or if it's gonna, you know, wick off of it, come back and then fill it. But typically when you have strong areas of resistance like this, you'll see the market come up, tap it, reject off of it. It might eventually break it, but the initial reaction is going to be a rejection. Now if you get that rejection and you get a bearish flip, and maybe you had a bearish closure here before that, right? Maybe there was a bearish closure here and the market's doing this, right? Starts driving up, wicks off it. This is a situation where you can take the flip. As long as you get that wick off this area, this strong resistance here, right? If you can wick off of it, a flip is a solid entry back in range as long as you're getting closures below the previous resistance. If you start breaking up above here, like I pointed out initially, right? Like this, and you start wicking off this area and you close bearish, then you're forced to wait for a top wick on the next candle and then a flip. You can't take the flip of this candle here, the first bearish candle. You're forced to wait for that second candle. Wait till you're back in range at this area. These are just things we can plan on. This is nothing that has to happen, will happen, right? These are just things you can plan on, and if they do happen, you'll be prepared, right? There's a scenario where you can drive up here. Oh, whoops, wrong color. Pardon my color blindness, but yeah, we can wick off this area, right? Have a wick and eventually fill it and see something like this. And if we see this happening and we realize we need to retest this area, right, as this candle here is printing, we can probably take advantage of this candle if at that moment the 30, the 1 hour, the 15 are all lining up bullish here for us to fill the range, right? If we don't have any indication that a 15 or a 30, while this is happening on the hourly, is for some reason closing, for some reason somewhere in that area, right? Closing like this. As long as we don't have any of that, as long as everything's is on a bullish trajectory, as long as every time frame is bullish. So I think we can fill the range here, right? We understanding that we need to get here for a strong rejection, and that we close above this area, and that we've just attempted to come back down in range, failed, and now we're going to flip bullish. We're going to fill this range, right? We're going to fill this range. So this is an example where you take a buy into resistance, understanding there's resistance. You didn't close above it, but you need to get there in order to make a decision whether it's going to close above it, right, and continue up, or if it's going to get up here, reject, and then eventually close bearish back in range. You're going to understand, right, that if it does that, it's going to need to tap that resistance here at 21.86.9. Now, if any of this, if none of this happens and we tend to reject here right now, you're going to need a strong bearish push. These are just all the options you have for positions. You're going to need a strong bearish push back below this area. You're back into some kind of range, right? You're below this little most recent resistance. And if you can get a top wick retesting the highs, we can take the flip. If you get a strong push on this candle, right, before this area, then there's a chance you can take a position off a top wick here as the candle starts making a top wick, understanding you're going to have to retest the low or the next support because it starts breaking out below this range, right? So whatever you take, you understand you can take a top wick here, understanding it's going to come down to 21.74 areas. So there's just a lot of ways we can play this tonight. But for now, we don't have a strong indication of any of that happening, right? We haven't closed above here. We haven't closed bearish yet. And the 4 hours still bullish. The previous 4 hours bullish. We're still open, right? So we haven't really, and we have not come up to 2186.9.89 here to actually make a decision, the higher time frame decision. So there's a lot still at play here. No, so be patient, and let's see if we can head back down here. What is this daylight saving? It's a bank account. Daylight Savings Bank. Doesn't daylight savings affect Asian timings for maybe a week or two, right? I don't know. I'm not gonna switch the time. I'm coming up. I'm coming here. Thank you, Kiara. Appreciate you. Appreciate the nice, the quality comment over there. High quality comment. Would you take a sell from 2200 just because it's a strong psychological level? No. I would not. Sorry for being a nuisance, mommy. A nuisance? Who sent? You sent for me? You ain't a nuisance. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. All your comments are welcome. Stupid comments, welcome. All comments, welcome. Interaction is welcome. Cap USD. Possible to buy a lot of liquidity below. Well, let's see. We have 815 closure that tapped here. You see how you can tap these strong rejection areas with a wick, come back down, and not really flip and continue on your merry way up. So this can happen on the higher time frame as we come up here to the hourly level, right? Tap it and not come back flip bearish, but eventually just reject and then fill the wick right back up. It's just a smaller time frame filling the range, like a 1 minute or a 5 minute when that happens. But we have some, how much we have? It's about 20 pips here, right? If we get a closure above, there's more, there's like 25. Hey, welcome to the clubhouse. I was gonna read your name, but I don't know if you're trolling. Ram the ass. Ram the ass. Ram the ass. I'm reading that wrong. Maybe it's just Ramdas, bro. Ramdas? G Ramdas. Maybe. Hey, this is how you get accepted into the group, right? You get trolled in. Everybody gets trolled in. Ramdas? That's how you read it, Ramdas. Yo, the mods get wrenched in, so use it lucky. Weekend was good. Thank you for asking. Hope all is well for you too. Did you catch this morning? I had 20 pips. $21.78.1 to 21.80. I'm sorry, to 21. Yeah, to 21.80, 720. $26. Oh, to 2180.1 flat. Yeah, 2178.12 to 2180.1 flat. Sorry, 2172 was my TP. It was close to TP and it closed. You got in at 2184.3. No, I was off the charts by then. You still close friends with him? Yeah, that's the homie. What you mean? Phone was overheating in the sauna this morning. You missed the trade. Hold on. This morning, you're in Vegas. You were in the sauna at like 4 a.m.? That's wild. Same thing happened to me. The dog ate my phone. He literally ate it. Now every time he farts, it rings. Hello, Moto. Oh, the Rangers scored! The Rangers scored! One zip. We on the board. Damn. Zibanejad was on a fucking mean fucking drought. They were just talking about it. You were up around 3. You sports bet? Not in a while. Not late. Last year, I did quite a bit. My fucking headset just turned off on its own again. Yo, who the fuck makes these, yo? MT5, yo. Should just be randomly turning off. At Hugo, you too, my bro, stay safe. Yes, Hugo, stay safe. Hope you find your way. Find your way, Hugo. Four minutes here for the 30. If we can close bearish here, below, ideally below 2183.3, but if not, then bearish with a bottom wick. And if we can break the highs on the next 30, not even break the highs. I honestly, if we break the highs, I would like us to reject off of, I think it's going to have to be the next hourly position. Yeah, I think just the way it's printing, if it re-breaks the highs, the hourly is going to fill the wick. I don't think we're going to have enough time to come back down. I mean, anything can happen, but to tap 2186.9 and come back down in range here, that's a lot to ask for. So I think this might be an hourly position as long as we close bearish here on the hourly, maybe even bearish on the 4-hour. Then we can look for the next 4-hour to break the highs of this current 4-hour. Right? Do something like this and close back in range, and then we can take sells. But I would like to tap 86.9. That's not too far off, right? Where it's only what, 40 pips here, 30, 40 pips. His music was really loud. By the way, chat, if you're new here, sub to the channel. Don't forget to drop a like. And make sure you go follow the IG. IG is where it's at. When is Devious in London? Hopefully sometime this summer. Hopefully. It's not a fact yet. Broker do you use? I have no recommendations for you. How can I join the clubhouse? I didn't even know you were part of Devious. Okay. You can join the clubhouse. You got to do it through my YouTube. I think you're better off with the Wix's table, but then again, to each their own. I just told you I'm not name dropping brokers. Ain't gonna happen. Perfect. This is good. This is good. This is a strong 30. I didn't expect a 30 to start coming down here, but this is nice. Which room is there here? This might not need it for only 12 pips here. I don't know if it's gonna come through here, but let's see if we can get a top wick. I'm gonna tap maybe 2083.8 here, 83.7. If we can get there and reject. Just looking at the wicks that drove down in this area. Might not get one. If we get a top wick to that area, I'll look for self stops. But until then, we're most likely, if this is going to continue down, which is that's great, and we're going to look for the hourly closure. Going to sleep. All right. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. We'll send you a screenshot of the profits after tonight's session. Don't worry about it. You won't miss it. We'll send you the screenshots. Join the stream for joints and gems. Nice. Make sure you stretch. Skydiving, water polo. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, hold on a second, chat. I said, why you come here? She said, because I love you. I said, all right, give me a hug. And she gave me a kiss. She did. And now she's back. Go. Just close the door to my office. Or stay. But close the door to my office. That's Wix 12, everybody. Hey, can you do a concert for your sisters over there and not for me here? Love you. Close the door. Thank you. Why the 4-hour candle closing time changed? No, that's just based on your broker. Depends on what clock your broker's working on, when their rollover time is. Interesting. If the 4 hour is based on our broker, which one 4 hour closure do we follow for analysis? Whichever was the price is at the same level, right? The only thing that's different is the 4 hour. So it's really personal preference, right? My broker is also an hour off, but I prefer to go off Oanda. I like their 4 hour closure better. On TradingView? Well, because is your broker Oanda? You're probably using a different chart, different broker. I'm using the Oanda chart. That one hit me. Hope I find it. What, your way? I just go online. hugosway.com. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. I traded on them like 3-4 years. No, like 2020, like 4 years ago. That was the last time I heard of them. On the sturdy taking off the rip? No, because you're still like you're bullish, right? You can flip into and tap the top of the range at any moment. The only way I'd taken a sell is if we come up with a top wick here first. But with this bottom wick, kind of, if we start coming up here, it's going to confirm our. If the 4 hour actually closes bullish again, it's going to confirm our bias. It's going to mean that at some point, if we close bullish here and we open up with a bottom wick, we might have a bottom wick entry. So we'll see. Heard from someone's story we're going for runners. Yes. Do any trades in your session? Yeah, we had buys for 20 pips. Shit. Welcome. Eddie in the house. Missed the private session yesterday, bruh. Nice. We scored again. 2 zip rangers. That's a W. What a fucking deflection. Gustafson. Yo, it's crazy. The Rangers got a player named Capo Caca or Capo Caco. And then the Devils got a player called Capo Kakonen. And it's Capo Caco versus Capo Kakonen. How the fuck they be naming people? Kick. I don't know. It's like, where are they from? Sweden? Finland? There's a Kapanen, a Kakanen, and a Kako. Have you made 100K yet? I mean, like when? Tonight? This month? Since the beginning of this year? When are we talking about? What time frame are we talking about? Oh, hold on a second, chat. Kids it. The whole fam's in here. Tomorrow's gonna be wild. We range for so long. I mean, sure. We'll see. You're Slav? Nice. I got a goldfish. What up? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. It is what it is. I don't know. Just gave my kid a pep talk about responsibility. How much money you want to have to retire from trading? I have no clue. I don't think in those terms. right? I think it's just, there's no ceiling there, right? Like, the way I feel about it is you can always have more than you've got, right? Because you can always become more than you are. If you don't think you can have any more, or you can get more out of life, you can get more things, get more of your goals done in life. You don't think you can? Well, you can always be a better person, right? If there's always room to improve and you can always get better than you are today, then you can definitely have more. That's in the next IG video. I don't make them chat. I don't even like give directions on like what content to use. It's just done. People look through the videos and then make them. So that might never make it to an IG reel, but it might. Oh, this is what we wanted, right? A strong push down. Bearish 4 hour. The 4 hours flipped. If we get a bottom wick on this 4 hour and we close bearish as such, we're gonna have a top wick entry. Hi, first time seeing a live trading video. Mind quickly explaining what's going on? Yes, I do mind. Go to the beginning of the stream at around 8:10. Rangers scored again. Oh no, that's the replay. Sorry. Arms back down. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Someone's getting yelled at. Anyway, yeah. You need to go back to the instant replay here at around 8. But we're basically waiting on this 4 hour close in 12 minutes, which is the hourly closure, right? And once we get a closure, we're gonna look for a bottom wick on the candle that's closing right now. If we have a bottom wick when this closes, and we open up with a top wick on the next candle, we're gonna look for a top wick entry to sell. Okay. Capiche? But we want this. This is what we want. And we have this, and the next candle does this. We will take an entry, and we will look for the flip and the continued drive down, right? I know, Jonathan. Thank you. Where's Green? Is he in the house? What if it just drives? Then, I mean, then it just drives? Green? Oh, he left.
That's because I'm green, isn't it?
Yeah, then it just drives and we won't be in there. Simple. Simple. He was paying the meter. Yeah. Then it just drives. The key is to, you know, be very confident in your position, right?
I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things.
Exactly. Confirmation over a hunch. Use any indicators? Yes, the EYES indicator. That and these candles. Keeping your impulses away here by zooming out, right? By staying on the higher time frame. Ooh, look at that 2 hour. Look at the 2 hours flipping. The flipping 2 hour. Check the 23-minute. All right, I got you. Close below. It's a nice closure, right? It's not really much of a bottom wick, though. You need a top wick on the 23-minute. But it closed below everything, yeah. Ah, I got that Lipton. Why the 23-minute? Why not? Why not? Anything about SK strategy? I don't know what that is. Lipton's ICT strat. Yeah, Lipton and Brisk. Who was your mentor when you first started? I didn't have a mentor. Wix, I plan on starting a trading stream. Any suggestions? Yes, not the Asian session. No, just start. I mean, do your thing. Whatever it is, just make sure you're transparent. Make sure you keep yourself accountable. And this streaming will keep you accountable. Bit me some needs a mod. Me some's been here for a while. I need the mods to drop a vote for like, let's say 3 mods. I need the mods to go to the Need the mods to go to the Wix mods section in the Discord and drop their suggestions for 3 new mods. Chat, I'm impartial here. I have no say in the mods. I determined the original 6, right? There's the 6 OG mods, and since then, I have not determined a single mod. It's all been voted on. We're like the NHL. We have the original 6. Can't even bribe me. I got nothing to do with the voting. How to enter the Wix 9 Club. Well, if you can find it, consider yourself a winner. If you can find it, you deserve to be in it. Three minutes here for the 4-hour close. For the hourly close, we're obviously going to close bearish on the 4-hour. We need a bottom wick. Bono wick. We're getting no rejections here. If we had some top wicks here prior to this 4-hour close, maybe we could have some off the rip entries, but just kind of trickling down here on the 5. We're gonna look for a top wick as long as there's a bottom wick here. For a wick roughly to this area. We need a bottom wick here, and then we need a top wick, and then we can be in. You guys know that stretch, pre-trade stretch, but it looks like we're gonna get no bottom wick. which means we have to wait maybe another 5, another 15. Because it's going to come down here and create a bottom wick. It's going to create some range. Once it does that, then we can trade. Until then, if it just continues and drives down, then so be it. But until it creates some range, some wicks for us, I can't be in on this. That's not a wick. That's not a wick, that's a trick. You always go live Sunday nights. Sunday nights are the private session. So it's everyone who's signed up for Wix's table through my YouTube. That's the gang. That's the private gang that's there on Sundays. And we tend to have really good Sunday sessions. Yesterday was another W session. Just checked your previous live sessions, you barely take trades. At some point, you know what's really important in life? You know what's really important in life? I say one of the most important things in life is a pause. Right? Knowing when to pause yourself. Knowing when to take a pause before like a thought comes out. Like like at some point your mind's got to be like, hold on, let me just not sound like a fool. Like it's really important to be able to pause yourself. Pause with a P. P-top, Paul, pause. Because I mean, it's cool. I take the interaction, right? Because it's just interaction for stream, but like do you want to sound stupid? Like, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. What you said? It's not that we barely take trades. Like, it's that we take our trades. Look, the choice is yours. You can go follow somebody or do your own thing. But if you're going to follow somebody, wouldn't you rather them have some kind of standards, principles, you know, they stand and like, or would you rather them just, you know, sell you a position, you know, at your expense? Nice top wick, almost. Yes, I'm looking to tap 2183.12, but we don't have a bottom wick, so I don't. Highly unlikely we take a position there. I'll keep it on here just as a reference point. Yeah, the goal is to take your setups. It's not to take every little candle move, because you need to take a position. The goal is to take a position when the candle moves your way. Right? You have to be in control of the markets. You have to be in there when it's doing what you need it to do. Right? As soon as you don't have control, or as soon as you get emotional about it, as soon as you don't know what you're doing, you're not sure what your plan is, you don't have control, And if you didn't have a plan and you don't have control, and typically that's what happens when you're, you know, when you're taking positions over and over and over. You don't really have a plan because you're taking a lot of positions. You don't really have control. That's not a position you want to be in the markets. Gonna have to make a bottom wick here at some point. Close below too. Might reject here. This might be it for the top wick. But let's see. We might still have our sell. Let's see. Oh shit, my bad. Just gonna done eating dinner. Nice. Bon appetit. Hope you enjoyed your meal. I mean, this should flip. I just don't know if it should drive. And if the flip is our advantage point, right? Because I think we should still come back down to this area, whether we drive or we just tap this area to continue up, right? But you don't want that to happen now. You want to have a straight drive here and then one candle come back down. Lasagna opinions? Homemade better than Stofers. Or Stoufers, whatever it is. Homemade ripping up my stomach right now. Too much ricotta. Get that Pepto. The Pepto-Bismol. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't even like my Nano. I hope Nana not watching this shit, cause she about to come over there and beat your ass with a tomato. Calling a day, daylight savings to away 20% of my sleep, and I still recovering. Appreciate you, someone. See you later. Yeah, 5 close bullish, respecting the most recent, right? Still in the top wick right now, right? The way it's looking like right now, unless we come up and tap 2183. If we start coming down here right now without a top wick, there's a chance that the market can just create that bottom wick here, tap, and just drive and look like this. Right? So the fact that it's heading up right now without coming back down here and flipping is a good thing. That's what we want. No, ideally it doesn't happen here on the 5. If it happens here on the 5, we're not going to be in it. Usually, what's up with the balloons? You got balloons floating across the screen. It's funny. Need that Lipton. This would be lovely if there was a bottom wick here. But it's not that lovely right now. Where is it rejecting off? What resistance? It's not too bad off the 30. That's a decent resistance. Yeah. It's not really paying attention to this, but this is solid. It's really looking for the hourly level more, but yeah, that's a pretty solid resistance to take a sell off of. It's just a smaller time frame, so you know the chance to be flipping aren't as great as if you were to tap 2183 and then start coming down. Gonna go get some sun. Wait, where you at? What sun? Tom Lanigan. Is that Tom Lee? Tom Lanigan? Play your ending stream music.
How about no?
Really wants that song, yes. Grease watching. W. Alright, so that failed to reject. And the 15 closed bullish, but respecting resistance. Can we break the previous 15 high? The 5 sucked, but the 15. Give me the high, give me the high, break the high. I ain't with it. Not with these positions. The way it's printed, right? And the 5 also, previous 5 is back in range. See? Previous 5 closed above. This, unless this closes bearish, this 5 closes bearish below there. Right? It's a fake out, so this can just be a bottom wick to continue up. Right? This can just be a bottom wick here. You tap this area that we've tapped right now, and then we make a bottom wick and continue up. Doing that as but Wix, how did you know that? I didn't. I'm just saying it can happen, and until it actually breaks and closes below there, it can just be a bottom wick to continue up. Five closed above, back in a 5-minute range. So we will wait for this candle to close and see if it can close below 21.81144. Then you still need to re-break the highs on a top wick, and then we can take sells. If it don't happen, it don't happen. You want a closure on this 5 below 2181.1. Okay. That don't happen. You're respecting this as a support now on a smaller time frame because you're staying above it, right? And then you just get a bottom wick and it continues to drive up. Trades taken. Yes. Trades are taken here. Hold on. Let me just concentrate and then I'll clear it. Free ads. Let him cook. All right, so it's flip back bullish here in the last 10 seconds. All right, cool. Let me clear the session trades. Bullish, current 15 now has a bottom wick. You've held 2181.1 as a support on the smaller time frame. What will we do now?
Find out on the next episode of Asian Session.
Yeah, a lot of anime nerds here. No, I was never into anime. But people did call me Goku in high school when I used to have spiky hair. That's the only thing I knew about anime in general. Was Dragon Ball Z. And Smokey Mon. It's the only animes. And I never watched any of them. My kids though, my kids are different. They love anime. They draw it, they collect action figures, or the dolls, whatever. Some of these beats type aight though. Aight. What up, Calm? Alright, look at that. We're breaking the highs, huh? We broke the highs already. Nice top wick. The 15 respect here. It did, huh? It's an interesting top wick. Is it that time again? Oh, it is. Here, who was asking for this? my headphones are dying. I'm gonna plug them in for like 2 minutes. Hold on. Battery. So be careful here, because until you get a closure below here, this could any moment be a bottom wick to continue to drive up. So you need a closure below. Closure below. Okay. Is there a trade in place? See it if there was a trade in place. Trade while you stream. No, that's stream record right there. That's our skeet shooting record. That has nothing to do with trading. That record on the stream. Jig. Good shot, I know. Getting a 30 closure here. Looks like 30's closing bullish. Back into the range. And 4 hour had no bottom wick. Which means we need to come down and create one. And then if we can do that and also come back up after closing bullish back in range, you guys already know the deal. We'll have buy stops as soon as this candle's bottom wick breaks the lows here. Once it breaks the lows, we set buy stops for flip, and we will look for this. Sorry, we'll look for this flip. All right, first we need to close here in 10 seconds above, which we are, or it's looking like we are. We want to close above the most recent. Really. And we do. So we need a bottom wick now. Now we need to, the 4 hour here needs to flip bearish, not drive, come back up. Which means the 30 needs to break the previous 30 low and create a bottom wick on this hourly, this 4 hour candle, and then come up. So right now we're coming down for this bottom wick. We need to break this low. Well, I personally need that low. Sorry, I forgot the music's too loud. Did you guys not hear me?
No,
so what I was saying is we need the 4 hour to create a bottom wick. which means this 30 needs to break the previous 30 low and create that, which will means the hourly here will flip, and it looks like it's coming down, right? So if it comes down, great, we're not in it. But if it doesn't come down and then flips bullish and re-breaks the 30 high, right? If 30 flips after creating that bottom wick here, we'll be in buys. So once this low breaks, I'm gonna set a buy stop, right? And that buy stop will be right here. Okay. Now this could be a drive down, but if it's not, and we're back in range, because if it wasn't why would we close back up in range? We would have respected resistance if we were to come down, right? So let me just, it might not break it. It might get really close to breaking it, right? It might just tap the bottom of the range here. Might get really close, but chat, I'm gonna have buy stops on the break of the high of this 30 candle. Okay, 2181.5. On the broker, it's 2181.62 because I'm accounting for spread. Okay. So I'm accounting for roughly a pip and a half of spread. Now it might come down here. It might never flip. It might just close without breaking the lows here, right? It might close bearish like it is right now, at which point we'll delete. But I'm expecting us to flip bullish here and come up. Well, I'm expecting us to come up after we flip bullish, after we re-break the highs, if we do. Right, because this drive down, it tells us that this candle attempted to come down and flip on the hourly and the 4 hour. You sure you want? Yes, man, this is my positions. You don't have to take them. If you're not sure, don't take them. I'm sure these are my positions, right? Stops, obviously, below the range here, below the next range. TP, top of the range. Advantage point, 2183.3, roughly about 20 pips. I'm gonna watch the master work. All right, chat. So if we close like this on this 15 in about 10 minutes, maybe even 5. Let's see how the 5 closes here. Yeah, so the 5's not respecting. Let's see. What I'm gonna do here, chat, is I'm gonna delete the buy stop and wait till this 5 breaks the low, actually. Because now this 5's closing back in range. A break of the highs first would be a top wick for the 5 to come down. So I'm going to delete. But we might end up placing them right back. What I need right now is this 5 to break the low of the previous 5. We're going to place them right back if that happens. Right? If it breaks the low here and flips the hourly, there we go. There's the flip. Right. Now, if it now starts coming up, I'm going to take now I'll have a buy stop again. I'll put it right back. It gave us that. It flipped the 4 hour. It gave it a small bottom wick. It might come down here still, right? But if it doesn't, and we start flipping bullish now, then we'll have positions. if we get a bearish closure here with a bottom wick on the 15 or the 30, right, on the next candle, then yeah, we can delete the buy stops and we'll look for a top wick entry to come down here, fill the range. Oh, to delete it? Yeah, it deleted and I put it right back up once we broke the low of the previous 5 without creating a top wick. Because now if we come up, this is the bottom wick and we're going to drive up. If we don't, we don't. So interesting how on the 30 on my broker it respected here, but over here it did not. Okay, so we have 7 minutes. The first 7 minutes of this 15, we've created a bottom wick. If the next 7 minutes we can spend riding up, great. If we close below here and we have a bottom wick, we'll delete the buy stops after these 7 minutes and we'll look to see if we can get a top wick and a flip down. We'll need a bottom wick formed first and then we'll need a top wick on the next candle. Small resistance tapped here. Let's see. Broke all the lows. The 4 hours driving down now, right? The 4 hour had the bottom wick, right? The hourly got that bottom wick flipped. It broke the previous hourly low. At this point, if it doesn't drive and comes up and re-breaks the highs, it's driving up back in range. It has no business re-breaking the highs after doing all of that and re-breaking all the lows, right? Yeah, my buy stop is there. 2181.65. There. It needs to activate in the next 5 minutes. Okay, the 5 broke the lows, came back up in range, respected. Yo.
Ugh. People be texting some crazy shit sometimes.
What'd you say?
I got a crazy ass text right now.
So how did you reply? I'll be right there.
Eddie, Bougie.
How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Shit, baby,
What's
thinking
up?
else.
So, Javier.
What's up?
Hey, so I have a question. Do any of you guys use Footprint for futures? Or is that not like, is that like, because I know Footprint, I feel like it would be a lot, like you would have that as an option on a futures broker. Or am I wrong? Or is
I
that
don't
just
think-
a different charting platform, what I'm looking for?
Yeah, I
You
think
know
that's
what Footprint
Sierra
is?
charts. I think that's on Sierra charts.
Oh, it is, because that's exactly what I was looking at. Sierra charts. I just thought it wasn't because, man, they made me. I think you have to have like an actual, like a business, like an LLC to or something. That's why I was asking Wix last night too. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've seen the footprint charts, and they're interesting. To see how many orders are in the candle that you're
Yeah, because
gonna
I was
take a buy
thinking.
off of.
I was watching Lambo Raoul's video, and he uses I don't know, I think it was Nas or whatever he was trading, or I think it was SPX maybe. And it's like if it works for that pair, it should be the same concept for gold, right? I would assume.
Yeah, it should.
I don't know what footprints is.
It's just a candle chart, but you could see the orders inside the candle.
It's a TOK song.
Your charts are the best 50 per month you can spend for an edge in futures. Yeah, I
Can't
think I'm
understand
gonna-
the position. Previous 4 hour, 1 hour are bearish. Yeah, but the 30 closed back in range, 5 closed back in range, and the previous 1 hour, 4 hour didn't have a bottom wick, indicating there's no range, right? So if it was going to flip here and go up, it would make complete sense because there's no range, and this is the actual support that it made, that no bottom wick. But now we're getting a 15 closure, right? And the 15 closure is basically a fake out. It's back below this area that we marked off, right? It's actually going to close in a minute, and if it doesn't flip, we'll close our buy stops and we'll wait for a top wick here to be formed because we're back below range. And now that we're back below range, we also have a bottom wick here. And since we have a bottom wick, if we can create a top wick, can we fill the bottom wick here on the 15? How much is this wick? Unless we flip bullish here in the last 40 seconds. Can't close it because it still makes sense, right? If this 15 closes bullish. It's 20 seconds here. This is interesting. It's closing below. Chat, delete the buy stops. I deleted the buy stops. We closed below here. So it can still flip, but then why did this 15 just close below, right? So I would expect maybe a top wick and come down. If it does come up here, this gets really difficult just because... What do we respect here? It didn't respect anything. There's no level. It closed below. It's likely to make a top wick and come down. The 5 held though, right? Makes sense. strong bottom wick. Hold on. Are we above this area? We are. I'm gonna need a 5 closure here or something. I'm gonna need a 5. Well, this can be a top wick to come down. We closed below. I would love to take the break of the 30, but if I think this 15 would have closed a bit higher and respected. Oh, well, there goes that. If we get a 5 closure here, bullish, we might look for buys. But this, I don't know, this candle's doing some nonsense right now. Like the 30 made complete sense, but then why the 15 didn't close below? So I'm still, I have to wait for more confirmations at that point. Once the 15 closes below here, I need this to close bullish. I can't just take that flip. Love it when none of the time frames line up. That's funny. Yeah, they don't line up, but you can sort of see the story happening, right? And if you just wait a little bit, like if they don't all line up, but just wait a few candles and they'll line up. It looks like a solid 30 push here. Solid bottom wick, broke the lows, gave the 4-hour bottom wick. Two minutes here for the 5. How much is that 30 flip here? Yeah, it should fill the wick. Seconds here. Need a top wick on the candle, left on the candle. Get a top wick. Close above. Oh. Will we? Need a bottom wick here. And how about no? Yeah, if we don't get a bottom wick, if we get a bottom wick, maybe we can have an entry. If it just comes up, then I guess that's all she wrote. Buy stops activated? No, we deleted the buy stops. Oh, if you didn't delete, congrats. You're about to get a little more than just 2 pips. As for me, It held support here, right? Looks like it's gonna come up in range, but we need to come back and reject off of support. Need a bottom wick. If this happened in the first 15 minute of the candle, we'd be in the straight. I just can't take that after the 15 ended up closing back bearish. You might still see this flip, to be honest with you. Which would fall in line with the 4 hour, right? I know buys off the rip if we close above the most recent. We would have had buys off the rip if that 5 didn't pull back. Well, the 5 pulled back here last second, right here, right? If it was closing up here, above this area, above 2181.721, which is where it was about 10 seconds before it closed, I was looking for buys off the rip. I was about to say, you know what, chat? Know what I'm gonna do here? And then it pulled back. I said, whoa, why did we pull back? Maybe we're expecting that little momentum bottom wick. But no, we drove up, broke the highs. But now if we can break the lows of the current 15 after breaking the highs and the previous 15 closing below range, we can take sells. If you don't get in the trade, I'm suing.
Wicks.
Bhagwan.
Go to the 15 and then go to the
I'm on the 15.
0545 candle. Like hover over the candles and look for the 0545 candle. You're gonna have to go to like last night's London session.
Right here.
0545.
Right here.
Where is it? Is it?
I'm looking
No.
at it. That's a 15.
The fuck?
He said, no, but
It's not it. Where is it?
that's not it. Damn, chat. So, congrats to anybody that didn't delete the buy stops, but we did. I mean, that's pretty much the session. There's your drive. Yeah, there's the 30 driving up. I mean, we were right. Just the 15 didn't do it for us. Oh well, on to tomorrow. Let's see how this hourly closes. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. If we close like this, it's on to tomorrow. It's alright, we had a nice trade pre-session. Baby Hank with a W. You know what I don't do here, chat? Is I don't get FOMO. I never sit here and think, damn, I could have had all... like, shit's not even like... It's the thought process is, well, we didn't get our setup, so we're just sitting here still waiting. It's not, oh, the last breakdown worked out. No, not really. Like, not according to our plan. So I entered your analysis on point. Yes, congrats. Chill session. Thanks for the content. Absolutely. I guess win number 98 on streams is gonna have to wait till next session. You're entering at the hourly close? No. Not on this hourly close. You can't base this off the hourly look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hourly candles printing side by side.
Yeah.
Right? You can't take anything here off the hourly. You can really look at the range that was created here. And try to play this off the smaller time frame, which means you're going to need to come back to a resistance or a support. Right? You're kind of mid-range here, and you're at a level, at a minor level, mid-range. You're going to need price to come back, drive to a resistance, or bounce off a resistance or support. Yo, who's that gentle female voice I be hearing in the background? Who is that?
Yo, that was my daughter.
I knew it was
I'm
little
gonna go-
kid. It was like, I thought it was
I gotta
baby
help her
Hank
with-
trolling me.
I'm gonna go mute. I had to help her with math. Hold up.
Like, damn, baby Hank. And then I looked at his thing and it's still muted. I'm like, wait a minute. When was the last time runners hit full TP after closing partials and ending stream? Last year. Like, probably like December or November. Taking the risky sell here, guys. Yeah, don't be that guy. Day 492 of showing up just to like the stream and mute Wix. Awesome.
No way. Who said that?
Who baby is that trading? That's the devious baby. It's the official devious baby. We don't hire traders. We build new ones from scratch. New weekly candle, fly to the barbecue at the back of the month. What? Is that one you made there, Wix? Yeah, I made my own people, chat. I made my own people, and I'm their leader.
Isn't that crazy?
Make your own people, chat.
I feel like you have to be a good leader for yourself though first before you can make your own people.
Nah, oh, I mute my bad. We didn't plan on the first one, right? It just happened. I wasn't ready, but I learned on, like, not ready. I didn't know anything, but I learned on the go.
Yeah, there's no book. There's no real book.
Parenting for dummies. Nah, there's nothing that can prepare you, and it's so, like, different, and it's like, and they teach you more than you teach them in reality. Home for spring break, left Mike at the dorm. Damn, baby Hank in college? Wild. Damn, there's a lot of volume here. Okay. Okay. chat. Because if we held support here, and the top of the range
Okay.
is 86.8, what's our advantage point here? About 18 pips.
No, nada de récord. Nada.
This is so interesting. Oh, yeah, I'm just looking to see how we form here. Let's see if we can take a bottom wick entry. There's a level here. I think it was respected 2183. It got there and it tapped off of it. It's coming down. Didn't close above it. Broke the lows, right? What did it tap? This is a nice support. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait this 5-minute candle out. I maybe this 15, and then we'll call it. I'm really curious to see how we react here. There's chances for positions if we come down or if we start flipping. But if we can have a strong push down here, top wick and a flip, right, that would fall in line with the previous 4 hour, right? We already have a bottom wick. It would fall in line with us coming back down, retest the lows. We're also not driving up off a support here, right? We rejected, and the next nearest support on the higher time frame is here. So, right, you would expect to get at least there if you are gonna, you know, right, make that bottom wick and come up. That's off the higher time frame. And on the smaller time frame, if you're able to also print bearish below there, we'll see. I'm gonna give it a few minutes and then reevaluate, and we'll see what our session holds. We'll finish it up. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll come back. We'll call it a stream. We'll discuss what went on.
Shout out to my boy Hamilton in the chat.
Jamilton? Jamilton? Or is it with the J?
Yeah, the Cuban way.
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah, he does options.
My
Nice.
boy.
I'm trying to get him to switch to the dark side, but he's making money over there, so he doesn't want to.
Shit, I wouldn't either if I was making money over there. Yeah, but it's always good to have options.
Yeah, for sure. It's a whole different ball game.
But in terms of trading, what does he trade on options?
He trades on Robinhood or Webull
But-
sometimes. It depends.
But what does he trade? Does he trade like actual stocks or like indices? Or...
A little bit of everything. Like today, he had a trade on Nvidia,
Nice. Yeah.
QQQ sometimes, which is the Nasdaq.
That UFC card was wild. I liked it. It was a really good weekend.
It was.
Oh shit, we have Kenny on here. What's up, Kenny? Didn't see you there.
I'll be in and out. Everybody good?
Yo,